when darkness comes, don't be defiant. Don't be defiant. Instead, be wise. Now again, they go into Moab, and they go in as refugees. And as I told you, they went into sojourn there. It's supposed to be a temporary thing, but things change. Verse 2, we read this. They went into the country of Moab and remained there. You know what that means, don't you? It means that they made Moab their home. They're no longer refugees. They're now residents. It's a sign that they had no intention of returning back to the real home. And by remaining there, it was really a sign that they were actually being defiant. Here's how we know. See, the people of Israel were a covenant people. As a group, as a nation, they were in a covenant relationship with God. And the covenant was basically this. I will be your God, you will be my people, God would tell them. You obey me, you follow me, and while you remain obedient, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to see to your best interest. I'm going to see that you're safe and sound. But if you disobey me, if you turn against me, if you become disobedient and unfaithful, then I'm going to remove my hand of protection against you, and you're going to face curses instead of blessing. And I don't want you to do this, but sometime, if you really want to get a scare, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and read. At the beginning, you'll see curses, or you'll see blessings if they follow God, and a little bit further down, you'll see curses that would come against the people of Israel if they disobeyed God. In fact, check this out. Let me just read one portion of that in the cursing section. In verse 22, here's what it says. If you disobey, here's what he says. The Lord will strike you with wasting disease and with fever, inflammation and fiery heat, and with drought and with blight and with mildew. They shall pursue you until you perish, and the heavens over your head shall be bronze, and the earth under you shall be iron, and the Lord will make the rain of your land powder. From heaven dust shall come down on you until you are destroyed. Do you know what's being described there? What's being described is famine. What's being described is God's judgment upon the people of God for their disobedience, and it would come in one form as famine. So when we go back to verse 1 and we see that Elimelech and his family, along with that whole area, is suffering from a famine, we ought to automatically say it's because they were disobedient to God, and that this famine was God's judgment upon the people of God. And so what you see with Elimelech deciding, look, this is too much for me, I'm bailing, I'm getting out of here. He was in effect thumbing his nose at God, and it was really an act of defiance upon God, upon his part. You can judge the rest of my country and God, but I'm out of here. See, a better course of action would have been a course in the path of wisdom. He should have, along with the rest of Israel, humbled himself and said, Lord, I don't know what I've done in particular, but I pray that you would let me know what I have done to contribute to your judgment upon me. Lord, show me where I've fallen short. Encourage me to walk again with you in faith and obedience. Lord, he should have been leaning into the discipline instead of trying to flee from it and let the Lord speak into his life in the situation. But what we see is he does leave. And it tells us that Elimelech is leading his family unwisely. And ultimately, he's going to pay the ultimate price for it. And it's going to cause greater suffering for his family. In fact, we'll see this in the third point that I want to share with you. It's this.